Hi guys, I hope you find this video useful. I'm utilizing some of the Jaclyn Health products with Jeffree Star, Danessa Myrex, and of course Morphe Cosmetics. Enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to start by prepping the skin with Luminous Veil from Danessa Myrex. This is going to help us to achieve a perfect glowing look without adding any shimmer. Follow with a full coverage foundation from Becca Cosmetics, but utilizing a fluffy brush to achieve more sheer and natural coverage. I'm going to add a little bit of brightness under the eye, nose, and forehead by using Jeffree Cosmetics Concealer. Utilize a fluffy brush to make sure there's a perfect blending. The concealer this time we're utilizing as a brightener rather than to conceal. Finish the foundation by setting it with the Nessa Myrex loose powder and a fluffy brush. Add a little bronze with Glamour Bronze from Morphe Cosmetics. Start from the ear down with an angled fluffy brush. Don't forget to add a little bit just on the forehead. And remember, we are bronzing and not contouring right now. If we want to contour, we will be using different products and different placement. But this time we would rather do bronzing products rather than contouring, since there is no need to contour. We'll be finishing the look with a little bit of Peaches Blushes from MAC Cosmetics. Remember to add this just on the opposite of the cheek. We will be creating more of a fluffy, organic brow since this is the new trend. For this type of brow, less is more. Make sure we use as less product as possible to make sure we achieve more of a natural look. I'm using a mechanical pencil from Morphe Cosmetics, just filling in any empty spaces to make sure the brow looks as natural as possible but full at the same time. For the eyeshadow, I'm using a P. Louise Acid Rain eyeshadow base. This is going to help your eyeshadow to stay on a lot longer and also not to crease. Apply a thin layer with a soft brush on the eyelid and crease of the eye. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to use Lonely Mama from Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, utilizing a soft blending brush. Make sure you start right on the corner of the eye, working your way in. Do little circles, making sure that we blend where the eyeshadow starts and where it ends. The blending part is probably the most important part when you do your eyeshadow. Make sure there is no lines. For the eyelid, we're going to be using Moira Cosmetics. This is an eyeshadow where you can use it wet or dry. When you use it wet, the color is going to be a little more intense, and that's what we want for this look. For this product, I'm using more of a firm and round brush. This is going to help us to deliver a lot more product on the eyelid. Once we finish the eyelids, we're going to go back to the corners of the eyes by adding a little more intensity with Oh Hello eyeshadow from Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. When applying this color, you can use the same brush that you used for your previous shadow. To finalize the eye look, we're going to use a little bit more of a darker shade right on the corners of the eye, Crazy by Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. You can utilize the same eyeshadow brush since we're going darker and not lighter. I'm going to add a little more drama to the eyes by adding Lollipop eyeliner from Beauty Bakery Cosmetics. To apply this liner, I'm utilizing a brush since it's going to give you a little more control of how thick or how thin you want your eyeliner. The eyeliner is going to help your eyelashes look a lot thicker, but it will also help when you place false eyelashes since it will blend with the band of the lash. For bottom liner, we're going to use a Morphe Cosmetics All Night Liner. This is going to go in the waterline. Once we put it in the waterline, we're going to use a brush to make sure anything left over is going to be blended. And we're also going to go ahead and seal it with a little bit of Crazy eyeshadow. To place this eyeshadow on the bottom of the eye, we're going to use a pencil brush. Make sure there's no lines. The blending part on this eye is super important. Making sure that there's no lines where the eyeshadow starts or where it ends. You can bring it down as much as you can or as you want. We finished blending the eyeshadow completely. We're going to go ahead and curl the eyelashes prior to putting the false eyelash on. Apply a little bit of mascara to your own lashes. That way when we place the false eyelashes, it will blend with your own a lot better. I'm using Intoxicating House of Lashes. Make sure I put a really thin layer of glue on the lash band. Let it dry maybe from 20 to 30 seconds until the glue gets tacky. This is going to be a lot easier when you place the lash. The lashes need to feel comfortable. If they're poking at any of the corner of the eyes, that means they're too long or too wide for you. So we might have to cut them a little bit just to make sure they fit your eye perfectly. Apply mascara on the bottom lashes to complete the look. For the inner corner of the eye, you can utilize any shimmer or any frost eyeshadow just to brighten up the eye just a little bit. Going to add a little bit of glow on the high points of the face with a little bit of Jaclyn Hill loose setting powder. For the lips, I'm going to use Long Lasting Lipstick Jeffree Star with Iconic London Lip Gloss Pumping. The lip pumping is going to go ahead and add a little bit more volume to the lips, and the Jeffree Star is more like a long wearing lipstick. To complete the look, we're going to go ahead and use Jeffree Star's Setting Mist. I hope you guys like this video and you find it useful. If you have any comments, please just leave them below.
Check my nails, baby, how you feeling? Tired of the bullshit, gone, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some new shit in there, swimwear, going to the pool shit. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify. If he don't